sakit. Dili na kamo maglisod sa pag-atiman sa inyong mga iro og iring kay ang Surigao Pet Doctors nagpaduol na kaninyo karong panahon sa pandemya. Aduna usab sila'y branch sa General Luna, Siargao Island. Surigao Pet Doctors offers dog and cat treatments, complete laboratory tests, digital x-ray and ultrasound, confinement, major and minor surgeries, pet boarding, grooming, pet supplies, and many more. In Surigao Pet Doctors, your pet is our passion.
Kini ang sibianan sa RPN, Radio Philippines Network, DXKS, DXKS, 1080, ang inyong Radio Ronda, 5,000 watts, nagsibya sa ikatulong andana sa UFCO Lim Building, Borromeo Street, Dakbayan sa Surigao. RPN, Radio Philippines Network, DXKS, 1080, ang inyong Radio Ronda.
Systems are offline.
RADYO ESkWELA can now be heard loud and clear, reaching the homes of the learners and stakeholders in the province of Surigao del Norte. Bringing you the latest information from the Department of Education, radio-based instruction of the alternative learning system, and social mobilization on air. Now broadcasting through the 6th strongest and widest AM and FM radio stations in Surigao City and Surigao del Norte. Kini ang RADYO ESkWELA. Padadyon sa pag-eskwela, medyo nan pandemya. We serve because we care. Gidalit sa Department of Education, Surigao del Norte Division. Ang programang mohatod kaninyo sa pinasahi nga pamaagi sa pagtudlo, paghatod sa bag-o ug mahinungdanong leksyon nga kaniadto sa classroom lang madunggan sa kabataan, karon madunggan na sa kahanginan. Kauban ang alternative learning system. Kini ang RADYO ESkWELA. Kini ang RADYO ESkWELA. Padadyon sa pag-eskwela, luyo sa pandemya. Ania ang inyong teacher broadcaster, Mr. Randy Lamanila.
Good day, everybody. You're listening to your favorite radio station in the city of Island Adventures, Surigao. Have a great day, everyone. Welcome to RADYO ESkWELA.
Kini ang RADYO ESkWELA. Kini ang RADYO ESkWELA. Padadyon sa pag-eskwela, luyo sa pandemya. RADYO ESkWELA was made possible through the effort of the following production staff: Director Rose Jean O. Suarez, Teacher Broadcaster Randy P. Lamanila, Production Assistant Cristil Grace Calderon, IT Graphics Artist John Pearl Manungas, Writers Surigao del Norte Division, ALS Mobile Teachers and ALS Coordinators, Emeline E. Bernades, ALS Education Program Specialist, CID Chief Dr. Domenico P. Larong Jr., SGOD Chief Dr. Julieta R. Vertudazo, Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Dr. Laila F. Denake, Schools Division Superintendent Maria Teresa M. Real, and this station.
Hello everybody, it's February 18, 2021. You're listening to RADYO ESkWELA. This is your host, Teacher Randy. Good day everybody. Thank you so much for listening. today would gonna be a very busy day to everyone, especially those who are working in the offices right now, sa mga nagtrabaho sa ilang mga opisina, and even sa ilang mga tindahan o different establishment all over Surigao City and Surigao del Norte. Good day everybody to those who are listening right now. Kung jaw ka sa imong sakyanan, maradyaw na adlaw og please keep safe sa mga biyahe mga igsoon, na? And today it would gonna be a very busy day for Surigao del Norte Division, because today the Schools Division of Surigao del Norte, in partnership with Grolier International Incorporated, will conduct the turnover ceremony of donations, especially reading materials and or books to recipient elementary, secondary, and integrated schools in support to the Surigao del Norte Basic Education Learning Continuity Plan, or BELCP, under the new framework and plan for action. This has been stated through the Division Memorandum Division Memorandum number 16, series of 2021. To properly launch the said ceremony, there will be a division virtual turning over on today, February 18, 2021 at 9 o'clock in the morning via Facebook Live at the DepEd Division of Surigao del Norte Facebook page. And this is the turning over of the books donated to the Division Library Hub by the Grolier International Incorporated. And everyone is of course encouraged to watch. Alright. By the way, let me greet our schools division superintendent who is really working for the basic education learning continuity plan for the entire division. Hello to Ma'am Maria Teresa M. Real, and of course our ASDS Assistant Schools Division Superintendent Ma'am Laila F. Denaki. Hello also to Ma'am Juliet Vertudazo, our Chief for SGOD, and of course from our CID Chief, Dr. Domenico P. Long Jr. Thank you so much mga ma'am and sir. Good day everybody. So now let's go to the lesson we have for the alternative system radio based instruction. Thank you by the way to our script writer Ma'am Emeline Bernades. Thank you for giving me the script for today. Let's go. Magandang umaga po sa lahat, lalong-lalo na po sa ating mga ALS listeners na patuloy na nakikinig sa radyo at kahit sa Facebook Live. Sa lahat ng mga learners ng 13 districts of Surigao del Norte at ang lahat ng learners ng ALS, BPOSA o Balikpaaralan Out of School Adults from Surigao del Norte National High School. Kasama na din po ang ating mga learners sa Surigao City at Siargao Islands Division. Hello at magandang araw. Salamat sa pakikinig. As a sort of review about the lesson we had yesterday, why is it non-verbal communication is very important? Why is non-verbal communication important? Alright, tama. Non-verbal communication is important because it is a way to communicate using your body. It can help or interfere with your communication with others, and you do not always need to talk to communicate. Today, we are now on activity 3, effective listening with objectives. Number 1. Identify effective listening skills and strategies. Number 2. Apply and demonstrate effective listening skills. Please open your book on page 14. Page 14 now and follow me. I will read to you a scenario about a workplace situation and please follow. Okay, andyan na ba? Page 14. Page 14. Alright, let's go. Omar is a front desk worker at Lantaka Hotel. Omar is a front desk worker at Lantaka Hotel. He is responsible for checking guests in, answering the phone, and even responding to the needs of hotel guests. He and his sister City have been having some misunderstanding lately, so he has been distracted at work. An angry guest from room 202 comes to the desk to complain about dirty sheets. While the guest was complaining, Omar's mobile phone rings. It was his sister. He asks the guest to wait for a minute, but he ends up getting into a heated discussion with City. The guest becomes annoyed and says she is going to go out and expects clean sheets by the time she returns in her hotel room. Omar nods his head in agreement and says, "No problem, it will be taken care of." He continues with his phone conversation and he is quite upset when he gets off. Things start to get busy at the hotel. The hotel phone keeps ringing and a busload of guests arrives to check in. The guest from room 202 returns, gets her key, and within minutes, she went down in the lobby shouting that her dirty sheets have not been replaced. Makinig ng mabuti. Si Omar, isang front desk worker. Ano ba ang trabaho ng isang front desk worker? Siya po ang responsable sa pag-check ng bisita o guests, pagsagot sa telepono, at tumugon sa mga pangangailangan ng mga hotel guests. Si Omar at si City ay magkapatid at mayroong hindi sila pagkakaintindihan at ito ay nagkakaapekto sa kanyang trabaho. Isang guest o bisita sa hotel room 202 pumunta sa kanyang desk at galit dahil sa marumi ang kama. Habang nagrereklamo ang guest ay tumawag ang kapatid ni Omar. Sinabihan niya ang guest na maghintay muna ng ilang minuto, ngunit tumagal ang diskusyon nila ng kanyang kapatid na si City. Ang guest ay nainis at sinabihan si Omar na lalabas ako at sa pagbalik ko dapat malinis na ang aking kama. Tumango si Omar na may pagsang-ayon, sabay sabi na walang problema. Patuloy pa rin ang hindi pagkakaintindihan ng magkapatid. Dumating ang maraming guests sa hotel upang mag-check-in. Ang guest na nasa room 202 ay nakabalik na at kinuha ang susi at sa ilang minuto lang ay bumalik agad at nagsisisigaw na ang rumi ng kanyang kama at hindi ito napalitan. On page 15, may mga tanong dyan na dapat ninyong sagutan. You have to answer it based on your understanding of the scenario. Babasahin ko muna ang mga tanong at bibigyan ko kayo ng ilang minuto para sagutin ito. Number 1. What is the scenario all about? What is the scenario all about? Para tungkol saan ang senaryo? Number 2. Can you identify any misunderstanding? Can you identify any misunderstanding? Maaari mo bang ma-identify o makilala ang mga dahilan ng hindi pagkakaintindihan? Number 3. Why did the situation happen? Why did the situation happen? Bakit nangyari ang sitwasyon na nasa senaryo? Bakit nangyari ang sitwasyon na nasa senaryo? Number 4. Has a similar situation happened to you? Nangyari na ba itong sitwasyon na ito sa iyo? Have you ever not listened to someone who was speaking to you? Have you experienced speaking and the other person was not listening to you? What happened? Nangyari na ba ang sitwasyong ito sa iyo? Hindi ka ba nakinig sa taong nakipag-usap sa iyo? Anong nangyari? Number 5. If you were one of the characters, what will you do to avoid such situation? Kung isa ka sa mga tauhan sa senaryo, ano ang dapat mong gawin upang maiwasan ang ganitong sitwasyon? Now, turn your module on page 15. You have there Effective Listening Observation Checklist. Listen to the instructions. Identify effective listening skills and strategies. You are going to read the statement in the table below, one at a time. Check yes if you use or practice the standard in your real life situation, and check no if you don't. We have 3 columns there. Standards, and then the next column is for the yes. The next column is for the no. Okay, I will be reading to you the standards. You check yes or no. Alright, let's start. Do you use appropriate body language to show you are listening? Like eye contact, sit upright, nod head, and others. Do you use appropriate body language to show you are listening? Ipinapakita mo ba ang saktong body language para masabi mong ikaw ay tunay na nakikinig? Like, pagtingin sa mata, pag-upo ng mabuti, at kahit pagtango ng ulo. Yes or no? Next, do you listen to the speaker without interrupting? Do you listen to the speaker without interrupting? Nakikinig ka ba sa nagsasalita ng hindi nakakagambala? Yes or no? Do you repeat what the speaker has said to make sure you have understood correctly? Inuulit mo ba ang sinasabi ng nagsasalita upang masigurong naiintindihan mo ng tama? Yes or no? Do you ask questions for clarification when you do not understand something? Do you ask questions or clarifications when you do not understand something? Nagtatanong ka ba bilang paglilinaw sa kung anumang hindi mo naiintindihan? Nagtatanong ka ba bilang paglilinaw sa kung anumang hindi mo naiintindihan? Yes or no? Do you avoid being distracted by noises? Do you avoid being distracted by noises like mobile phones or by what other people are doing? Iniiwasan mo bang huwag madisturbo sa ingay or sa mobile phones o kung anong ginagawa ng ibang tao? Do you avoid being distracted by the mannerisms, speaking style, clothing of the person speaking? Iniiwasan mo bang huwag madisturbo sa pag-uugali, pananalita, pananamit ng taong nagsasalita? Yes or no? Are you aware of your own attitude and do you avoid being judgmental? Are you aware of your own attitude and do you avoid being judgmental? May kamalayan ka ba sa sarili mong pag-uugali at iniiwasan mo bang huwag mapanghusga? Yes or no? This time, I will be giving you 2 minutes to answer. Only 2 minutes to answer. Don't go away. Teacher Randy will be right back. Everyone, you're listening to RADYO ESkWELA.
Pag sinabing ALS o Alternative Learning System, ito ay isang programa sa ilalim ng Kagawaran ng Edukasyon or DepEd. programa na kung saan ito ay katumbas rin ng isang formal na edukasyon. Ang kaibahan lang, ito ay ginagawa sa iba't ibang komunidad o kaya sa mga piling paaralan. Ang mga bata o kaya ang mga matatanda ay pwede magpatuloy ng kanilang edukasyon at may pag-asa pa rin makapagtapos.
Isa rin itong pag-asa para sa mga kabataan, isang pagkakataon na bibigay sa kanila para makapagpatuloy ng mga pag-aaral na hindi natuloy ng mga panahon na marami silang pinagdadaanan sa buhay.
Ako si Jessica Gana, 23 years old, nag-aaral ng ALS. Dati ko pa po alam yung ALS, pero hindi pa po ako nakapag-take o nakapasok ng ALS. Kasi po, masyado pong hindi po kaya ng ng buhay sa po. Kaya ngayon lang po ako nakapag-ALS. Sa tulong na rin po ng ipag ko. Gusto ko pong may matapos sa buhay, pumasok ng TESDA o maghanap ng much better po na trabaho. Yung mas makakatulong po sa pamilya.
As long as hindi sila nakapag-aral dahil sa mga kanilang mga kinahaharap na problema, halimbawa, may mga matatanda na nakalimutan na magtapos dahil may mga inintindi na silang mga bagay, matagal na hindi nakapag-aral, mga batang huminto dahil sa kahirapan, wala namang age limit sa ALS. So kahit kanino, maaari, bata, matanda, may mga kapansanan, as long as hindi sila nakapag-aral at may urge pa rin sila na makapagtapos, ito ang kanilang pagkakataon para makapag-aral ng libre.
Ako po ay isang baggage counter sa isang grocery. Tsaka minsan po cashier o kaya nagdi-display ng mga products. Kasi kahit noon pa po gusto ko na po makapagtapos, pero dahil po sa financial problem, kaya po nahinto. Kaya gusto ko pong i-pursue yung chance po ngayon. Noong 2003 po, tumigil po ako sa pag-aaral. Grade 3 po ako noon. Dahil po sa family situation po na wala pong permanent address, yung lipat dito, lipat po doon. At saka kasama na rin po yung financial problem po. Kaya po ako natigil sa pag-aaral.
Sa totoo lang, napakasaya ng pag-aaral sa ALS kasi nandun yung makikilala mo lahat ng uri ng mga bata, kung ano pinagdadaanan nila bukod sa mga subjects na tinitake nila na nakakatulong para sa pang-araw-araw nilang pamumuhay. Hindi lamang yung tipong mapag-aralan lang para lang makapagtapos, pero kung ano yung maitutulong nito sa kung ano yung pinagdaraanan nila sa buhay.
Ang kaibahan sa regular students kasi, araw-araw mula Monday to Friday pumapasok sila, meron silang specific na oras, halimbawa shifting ng umaga at panghapon. Sa ALS kasi, meron kami rin namang oras, maluwag actually ang oras at hindi piling mga araw lamang. Para sa gayon, kung may mga ginagawa pa sila sa bahay, may trabaho sila, lalo na sa may mga kapansanan na hindi naman talaga makaka-attend ng araw-araw, matutugunan base sa kanilang pangangailangan. Ang edukasyon ay napaka-importante. So, pahalagahan natin sa pamamagitan ng pagpapatuloy sa pag-aaral natin. Huwag tayong panghihinaan ng loob. Kahit na sino ay pwede mag-enroll sa programang ito, sa Alternative Learning System. Libre at walang kahirap-hirap magpatala sa mga piling mga paaralan. kung may programang ganito, mas okay na i-grab ang opportunity para makapagtapos kayo.
Tuloy-tuloy lang po yung pangarap kasi wala naman pong bayad. At saka sa pag-aaral naman po, wala din pong edad para doon. So, kailangan nyo lang po ng sipag at syaga, tsaka tiwala lang po sa sarili.
Ang edukasyon po ay para sa lahat. Wala po yung sukatan kung sino lang ang karapat-dapat na matuto at hindi. Sa huli, wala naman yan sa paraan kung paano ka nag-aaral. Nasa paraan po yan kung paano ka manatuto. Isa na itong pagkakataon na binibigay ng gobyerno ng pamahalaan para tayo ay makapagpatuloy pa rin, makapag-aral at higit sa lahat, matapos natin yung tinatawag na kayamanan na hindi mananakaw sa atin, ang edukasyon.
Still up with Teacher Randy right here on RADYO ESkWELA. Now, what you're going to do is to count your yes and no answers. How many yes answers do you have and how many no answers do you have? If you have more yes answers, then most likely you are practicing good listening skills. Kung marami ang yes sa mga sagot mo, then most likely ay nagpa-practice kayo ng maganda at maayos na pakikinig. Now, I will read to you a scenario on page 17 of your module. Your answer must be according to the standards found in the effective listening observation checklist. Alright, let's go to scenario 1. At the store. At the store. A young man named Jose works in a store selling items such as toothpastes, candles, pens, salt, sugar, and bread. He finds his boss, Maria, annoying and he tends not to listen to her all the time. One day, they had 2 types of bread to sell. Maria made it clear that the higher quality loaves should go for 50 pesos and the other ones for 30 pesos. All morning, many customers came in to buy bread. Jose sold all loaves for the same price, 30 pesos. When Maria returned, she realized that Jose sold the good quality bread for only 30 pesos. She got angry and she said she would make Jose pay the difference. Dahil sa hindi pakikinig ng maayos ni Jose, may mga bread, mga high quality bread na dapat ang presyo ay 50 pesos, ibinenta ni Jose ng 30 pesos. Ngayon, siya yung pababayarin ni Maria, yung amo niya, sa 20 pesos per bread. Alright, question number 1. What effective listening skills must be present according to the situation? A. Listen to the speaker without interrupting. B. Avoid being distracted by noises, mobile phones, or by what other people are doing. Letter C. Repeat what the speaker has said to make sure you have understood correctly. Or D. All of the above. Now, let's proceed to scenario 2 at the construction site. Listen very carefully. Patrick is new in his job at Candace Construction. His job is to mix cement for a wall that they are building. His supervisor told him that for every bag of cement, he should mix it in 5 bags of sand. 1 bag of cement, 5 bags of sand. Distracted by all the noise around him, he couldn't remember the number of bags of sand to add to 1 cement. He feared he would lose his job if he would ask the supervisor again. So he did what he thought was right. 10 bags of sand for every bag of cement. After the wall had been up a few days, the wall crumbled. Anong pagkakamali ni Patrick sa kanyang trabaho? Instead na 5 bags ng buhangin ang dapat i-mix sa isang bag ng cement, ay 10 bags ng buhangin ang na-mix niya sa isang bag ng semento. Ngayon, matapos ang ilang araw, the wall crumbled. Now, What effective listening skills must be according to the situation? Must be there, present according to the situation. A. Avoids being distracted by noises. Yung mga ingay, mga mobile phones, or by what other people are doing. Or letter B. Repeat what the speaker has said to make sure you have understood correctly. Number 3, or letter C. Ask question for clarification when you do not understand something. Or D. Lahat ng nabanggit. All of the above. Are you done? Sana po ay may nalalaman kayo sa ating topic ngayon, ang effective listening. I will repeat, effective listening skills are: number 1, use appropriate body language to show you are listening. Eye contact, sit upright, and nod your head. That's body language, appropriate body language to show that you are keenly listening. Number 2, listen to the speaker without interrupting. Okay, wag mo munang i-interrupt yung speaker para mas maintindihan mo ang kanyang sinasabi. Number 3, repeat what the speaker has said to make sure you have understood it correctly. And number 4, ask questions for clarifications when you do not understand something. Kung hindi naintindihan, i-clarify kay speaker. Number 5, avoid being distracted by noises, mobile phones, or by what other people are doing. Alright, number 6, avoid being distracted by the mannerisms, mga style ng pagsasalita, speaking styles, clothing of the person na nagsasalita. Thank you for being with us today, our ALS learners. This has been your teacher broadcaster. I am Teacher Randy. Reach out on me through my FB page, Teacher Randy. God bless everybody. See you next time. Buksan ang isipan, palawakin ang kaalaman. Laging tatandaan na sa ALS may pag-asa. Ito po ang Radyo ESkWELA. Hanggang sa susunod, paalam!
Kini ang simbianan sa RPN